NCA families, this is Matt Johnson, and today I'm recording from my home. I'm sending you the first of a 4-part series regarding our CSIP. CSIP is an acronym you've heard many times over the last year. I just want to remind you that it stands for Continuous School Improvement Plan, and this will be our 5-year roadmap to seeing NCA grow. This plan was developed with a committee of 29 members that included students, parents, teachers, administrators, and board members. The first task of this committee was to investigate our mission and vision statements, and I'm happy and proud to say that academic excellence, biblical truth, and Christ-like character are going to carry us forward and through these next 5 years. Now, today's focus area that we're going to talk about is spiritual development. Over my career, I've had the blessing of being first a parent. Second, I've been an educator serving as teacher, athletic director, coach, principal, and soon to be your chief academic officer. But I also served as a youth pastor. And what I've learned about spiritual development is it takes a lot. It takes a village to raise a child. So when I say this, NCA understands their responsibility inside of that spiritual development. And we're excited to embrace that opportunity. We're gonna need help from you as parents. We're gonna need help from the local church. But with all of us pouring into children, the ideal solution, the ideal result will be kids that have grown in their relationship with Jesus Christ. Now, as a committee and as the administrators reviewed this whole process, we came up with 3 goals. And I'm gonna read those to you because I think they're the focus of what I'm gonna talk about today. So goal number 1 was 100% of students from 2nd grade to 12th grade will assess their spiritual development each and every year. Goal number 2 is by 2025, 85% of students from 2nd grade to 12th grade will agree or strongly agree with the statement, I feel I'm growing in my understanding and or relationship with Jesus Christ. And by 2025, at least 75% of students will feel confident in their ability to process global and cultural issues through a biblical lens as measured by grade-specific student surveys and the parent survey for our younger group. Now, here's where this gets fun for us as administrators, because this is what we love to see. We love to see that light bulb turn on for our students. We love to see that. I know as working in a public environment, now working in a private environment, private Christian environment now, I know that what really makes that light bulb light up is when they really understand who Jesus is. And so that's what we're gonna get to pour into, and we created action steps to make that happen. So to support that first goal, NCA will develop a spiritual assessment tool. We've been working on this since the CSIP was even talked about, and we'll have it finished this summer and it will be implemented in the fall. You're gonna see on your screen some champions. What are those? Those are the people that are gonna be held accountable to this goal. They're also the people that if you have questions, those are the individuals that you should reach out to. The second action step will be NCA will implement this process annually during teacher training. What does that mean? That means that the process of implementing a spiritual assessment takes work on our teachers' end. They need to be talking about specific benchmarks that we're going to try to address each and every year. As the student grows, those goals are going to grow as well. And action step number 3, NCA will prepare students and parents for these assessments. Videos like this, our upcoming biblical worldview presentation from the Colson Center will be great tools that help you to understand what is it that NCA is trying to accomplish systematically for your student to grow spiritually. As we look at that second goal, the action steps that you'll see is NCA will select chapel themes targeted at students' spiritual growth. Now that may seem very rudimentary, but I promise you it's not. When you think about our youngers, there's some fundamental concepts that we need to really have a solid base for. When you think about our 5-8 group, they're dealing with those difficult quote-unquote middle school years. We're gonna target some different things there. When you talk about high school, now we're talking about not only the maturity to understand your relationship, but the ability to share that relationship publicly, to go out on a mission trip and be ambassadors for Christ. Action step number 2, NCA will utilize discipleship group curriculum to impact students for spiritual growth. If you're new to the school or your children are still down in elementary, we do discipleship groups. We started at the high school level when I arrived 2 years ago. Proud to say that next year we're looking at implementing it into the 7th and 8th grade, the following year 5th to 6th grade, and we are working through a plan that may implement these down all the way to kindergarten through 4th grade. So I just want to let you know, discipleship and creating disciples is an important part of what we do at NCA. Lastly, to accomplish this last goal, we have 2 action steps. NCA teachers will develop both formal and informal biblical worldview assessments and projects. You're going to hear me say this a lot over the next year, but we're developing a common language between our teachers and our staff, a common language between parents, and a common language between students. And so that's what we're going to be working through in these assessments. And the second step is NCA will conduct teacher professional development in the area of biblical worldview. The same parent presentation that you hear, our presenter's actually going to come back the next day and give it to our teachers so that we have this common language and a goal set of what we're trying to establish. And then we will take that information, digest it, and then we're going to work on it grade level by grade level, create vertical alignment, horizontal alignment, really looking forward to what is to come. So as I wrap up this video, I just want to say that I'm so thankful to be here at NCA. I'm thankful to have parents just like you that are going to help us along this process. And I look forward to seeing those students become seniors as they walk across the stage with the big grin in a sense of accomplishment for something that's academic, but I like to look at it as something they've done spiritually just as well. NCA families, I hope you're enjoying your summer. Next video will be coming from a unique location, so keep watching your inbox. Go Warriors.